Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Eboni, and on this channel we focus on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Today we're going to switch it up and we're going to get a little personal. So I have you a little close to me because we're going to talk about my crazy experience with crazy tale self, Corona Lachey. I had coronavirus, so we're going to talk about that. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me inform you that this video was supposed to be my 30-minute face everyday video. All of that footage just deleted on me, so guess what we're gonna do? We're just gonna sit here and chit chat. That's what we're gonna do today. So if you're rocking with me, keep rocking with me. Like, comment, and subscribe, homegirl. If you're interested to see what happened to me and what I went through with coronavirus, please keep watching. I'm so zoomed in, but I kind of like it, so let's talk. Let's get personal, okay? I got a little desk right here in front of me, but let's chat about corona. So I did keep notes in my phone daily when I felt sick, just because I felt like I needed to be safe. I thought I had a regular cold. Let's start there. That last video that you guys saw was of me cooking with my family, cooking for my family. Everything was good. As you can see, I was pretty good that weekend. I went to Tiara's thing that Saturday, and then Sunday I cooked for my family. I felt perfectly fine. I don't know, it just came out of nowhere for me. And you guys know I talk with my hands, but okay. So that Sunday, which was the day that I was cooking for my family, all I felt was like I was getting a little sick, but it wasn't like I had a sore throat or anything. I can't really describe how my throat was feeling. It wasn't sore, but it wasn't normal either. But it wasn't like I had a sore throat. It wasn't like I had a sore throat, but it just was uncomfortable. So that day I was sneezing a bit, and I was just like, okay, you know, let me get whatever this is before it gets me. So I was like drinking tea and sitting around talking to my family like I wasn't sick at all. I just felt like maybe you could be getting some type of a cold or something. But literally that Sunday I was a little congested. I had a runny nose and I was sneezing, but it wasn't consistent. It was just literally like maybe I was out and it was cold. Like it wasn't nothing for me to be alarmed about. Day 2, which is Monday, keep in mind, I didn't start counting these days and like keeping track of everything until I got a positive test. But so I was just trying to remember everything because I knew questions would be asked. So that Monday, which was day 2, I got up, brushed my teeth, did my face regimen before I logged on to work. I just got myself ready to work. Yeah, and I usually have a couple meetings throughout the day and then talk to a couple people. That was honestly it. And so my throat was still feeling that little strange feeling. I was congested. Now my nose was like completely running, like could not stop it from running at all. So I was really, I just really had a runny nose. I was sneezing and then I had like a slight headache. It was just a slight headache, and I was just like, okay, I'm getting a cold. This is about to be a regular cold. It's okay to have a regular cold these days. You know, everybody doesn't have to have coronavirus. You know, you can have a regular cold. That's what I'm thinking. That's what people are telling me, you know, and that's what I'm going with. Not like I was playing myself, but, you know. Okay. So, I still did work, everything. Worked through it. Tuesday, I'm super congested at this point. Got runny nose, my eyes, I'm crying. Like that's how bad it was. Like I was so congested and my eyes were just runny. And I wear mink lashes that literally I was waking up and they were laying on the side of me. Keep in mind, all of this is before I got any type of a positive test result at all. I had a severe runny nose. I was sneezing a lot, and it was just, the headache was so bad that I couldn't keep my head up. Like that's honestly how I can describe it to people. I couldn't keep my head up. Like I was just literally like constantly holding my head down or having my head down, or couldn't, you know, it was just painful. It hurt so bad. I just like, okay, you know, you just got a headache, it's a cold, you know, you getting a little sick, that's But I'm still thinking, okay, cool, this cannot be coronavirus because, you know, it's not. So on this day, on Wednesday, so I'm like real tired, like everything that I just told you about plus tiredness, and my head now feels like it's 10 tons instead of that 1 ton that it weighed the day before. And I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Like, all right, I gotta get some medicine and stuff. At this point, my voice is leaving. Like, I don't know how to, it was horrible. Like, my voice was just like leaving, but my throat once again was not like hurting. It wasn't like it was hurting. I don't know, it was just uncomfortable. It was just a feeling, you know. So I'm like, okay, you know, don't know, blah blah blah. So this is the day that I'm going to get my test done, and this is also the day where I got less sneezing. So I'm like, okay, you know, this cold must be going away. Headache, you know, it's about 10 tons now, whatever. So I had already scheduled to go and get a test done because on day 3, which was Tuesday, I got a phone call from one of my friends that I was around a couple days before Sunday, which is when I started feeling sick. And he was basically saying, like, one of my friends tested positive for COVID, because we you know, get tested frequently or whatever. And so I'm like, what the heck? So I'm telling him, like, okay, I got a little cold, you know, I think I got a cold, but I'm going to get tested tomorrow. So this is tomorrow or whatever. And so everybody was going to get rapid tests, and theirs are coming back negative. So I'm saying, like, I know I don't have COVID. Like, you know, I'm like, I know I don't. I know this is not something that I have. I just got a little cold because, you know, regular colds happen. That's what I'm telling myself. So I go and get the test. And so I woke up, I logged into work, I worked a little bit. I logged off to go take my test, and yes, I got the one up the nose, but I cannot tell you that it was painful because I was so congested and my head hurt so bad. I didn't feel it. Like, it was up there, I didn't feel it. So I don't know if that was a blessing or a curse or what, but I didn't feel it. So that kind of worked out for me. I was just so congested that it was just like up there, and just I didn't feel it. It just kind of was a relief from everything being so congested, honestly. So test day's over, and I'm excited because I'm like, okay, cool, before I go log back into work, I want to stop at the Starbucks by my house. So I stop at the Starbucks, and everybody knows my favorite combination. You see that I'm getting a freaking hot, I call it a hot frappuccino because I get a hot coffee, but I get everything that's in a caramel frap in it. It's good, don't I can see, try it. But I was going there to get a medicine ball, and my favorite is a grilled cheese, crispy grilled cheese from them. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, stop, get that, go back to work. I'm good. My voice is still leaving. My head still weighs a ton at this point, but I'm feeling okay. Like, I just have a regular little cold. I'm tired. Like, it's like I'm getting exhausted. Like, I'm feeling so tired. I don't know where it came from. It was just hitting me like bricks. So at this point, I get home, log back in, tell my team I'm back. Hey, y'all, back. La, la, la. I bite into my grilled cheese, and I'm just chewing and eating it, not even worried about it. Got my gospel music flowing. I'm not even thinking that I cannot taste it. Can't taste it at all. So after I bit it again, I went, shoot, I can't taste this. And that was like the light bulb to me, as you just when you got tested and now you're showing signs. I don't know if that morning, if I had not been able to taste my mouthwash or my toothpaste, I don't know, because that's stuff that we don't really think about, and that's just the honest truth. I'm like, until I sat down, and that's when I noticed. I'm like, what the heck? Or did it just turn off that quick? I have no clue. So I couldn't taste the medicine ball or the freaking grilled cheese at all. I was just eating to eat, and I went, whoa. So at that point, I felt like I needed to tell everybody that I was around that I lost my sense of taste and smell, because don't forget, Sunday I was just cooking for my family. So I told them. So you're not supposed to get your test results back until 3 to 4 days after you take the test. So I'm just steady checking as if it was gonna come back in 5 minutes. But long story short, it ended up coming back the next day, and of course I was positive. And the next day I was feeling horrible. Every day I woke up with something new. I was very tired, couldn't hold my head up. Voice is completely gone at this point. I'm still trying to talk to people. My boyfriend brought me all kind of soup and medicines that was making me feel better, everything. And so I told everybody, like, you know, got COVID, whatever. And everybody went to go and get tested. So I was just really feeling just so horrible every time I woke up. At this point, my body is hurting. Like, everything hurts. Opening your eyes hurt. Looking to the left and right hurt. Everything hurt. Like, I was so weak that I broke so many of my coffee mugs and tea mugs. Like, they all just shattered because I could not hold them up. And I just felt so helpless. And that really was the worst part. I did have coughs, but they weren't like consistent coughs. They were like dry, coming and going type of coughs. And it was just the same thing over and over. Like, I just felt defeated at this point. So I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, and that's one thing I wouldn't have done if I would have known, because it was scaring the mess out of me. It either scares you into thinking that it's going to be over in 10 days. 10 days, 10 days, 10 days. A lot of people on YouTube, they're good after 10 days. Me, it took me 17 days to feel better and 18 days to get a negative test. And I still don't have my taste or smell right now. So it was just kind of, you know, nerve-wracking, because you're watching these videos and people are like, oh, I'm back to normal after these days. And that wasn't the case for me. It just kept getting worse. And I was trying to force myself to feel better, and it made me feel worse. Like, the health department was calling, and they're trying to make sure, like, that I'm good and can go back out, because I'm not supposed to be contagious after those 10 days. But on day 10, I was horrible. On day 14, still was horrible. And it was just like, what the heck? About 10 to 14 days was it. But that's not the case at all. Like, everybody is different. I'm perfectly fine, but I don't have that smell or taste. The headaches still continue after I tested negative. They continue for about 4 days after that. They're gone now. And now I just have the no taste or smell. The hardest part of this was, you don't want to expose people, and you're going through it alone. Like, I cried so much because people called or were trying to check on me, but it's like, you don't want to sit there and just tell them everything that's going on. Like, it was nights where I was sleeping and it felt like a brick just landed on my chest, and I had to like throw my clothes off and throw everything off, because that is what made me feel like it was making me feel better. It was definitely a mind thing, but it was horrible. Like, I don't want it again. I do know that for sure. And I know I'm grateful to God that I didn't have to be one of those people that were in the hospital on ventilators and things like that. I just pray to God every day and let him know how grateful I was for that. But it was a very intimidating experience, because I just felt like I was losing it. And I literally cried, guys. I was sending my friends videos and I couldn't say anything without crying. And I actually do have a video that I might insert right here.
I'm literally in pain. Like, oh, what the heck? It's just the fact that you gotta get some strength to do stuff for yourself. It's just a bit much. And I feel like I've been good up until this point, for sure. But today, I really just don't feel good.
Coronavirus literally had me in freaking tears, guys. Like, I couldn't talk to any of my friends without bawling, crying. Like, I was really going through it. I don't know what it was. Like, it's just like when you're the strong person and then you're forced to be weak, or life makes you weak in the moment, you know, it's a horrible feeling. And then people are calling and it's just like, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't want you thinking that I'm just down here, you know, out bad, but it's just still like, it's kind of tough. It's pretty tough with You know, some days I really would tell people I was feeling okay when I wasn't, when I was really like at my lowest. Support system in the Department of Public Health, they were really good at making sure that I was good. But yeah, I never wanted again. She's so ghetto, and I'm still dealing with it. I hope my taste and smell comes back. People were saying, oh, it takes a month sometimes, and then YouTube told me that some people take 3 months. I hope I'm not one of those 3 months people, because I'm actually coming up on weeks of being negative now, and I just really don't want to be one of those people. I want to enjoy food. I know the Lord knows that I enjoy food, and I'm grateful for it, so I don't know why He won't just click it back on for me. But yeah, I'm good, guys, and I really do thank you all for, you know, reaching out to me and letting me know your stories, the ones that did have COVID, and telling me what you did to get better and get well. Thank you all. I just wanted to fill you in about my life just for a little bit before my camera dies. It always happens like this. But thank you guys so much. Always remember to stay safe and that I love you. Like, comment, and subscribe, homegirl. Bye.